What is up, everyone? It is Andrew Rapier here of Beat It AT Production and Publishing, bringing you guys a new YouTube video. Before we get started, if you guys are new to this channel, new to me, I would suggest you guys to, give us a subscribe, thumbs up, share, comment. I'll also say this at the end of the video, but all that will help us trying to build more of a stronger community for the producers and to deliver new knowledge to y'all. Alright, so let's get started. Our goal in this video is going to try to teach you guys how to use and work with FL Studio in under 10 minutes. Now, I don't know if we can achieve that. And I do know that you guys will not have, amazing experience with it, but you'll have enough experience, hopefully, where you can get started and working on some of your music, beats, and much more. So let's go ahead and get started. So when you get started in FL Studio, it's usually best to go to new from template, and then empty. When you do that, it will give you pretty much a completely blank slate. Nothing on your mixer, nothing on your master, and everything's good to go. So absolutely nothing. From then on, you get to choose what you want your BPM to be. By default, it's usually 140. I'm gonna keep it at 140 because there's really no need to really change it. And so let's go on to the overview now. So I'm gonna go and hide that. This is our playlist where it says a track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is where you get to structure your song playlist, or also called song mode or whatever. It used to be called that, at least. And essentially what that means is in this whole area you'll be structuring your beat. So here's 8 bars up after that 9. So normally this would be all in your intro, but we'll worry about that later. None of that matters right now. Right here, this is called your channel rack. I just click this. Your channel rack is essentially a rack of channels. Channels being drum samples and instruments. And here you would then click into the song mode to place your channel rack pattern. So this is pattern 1 of the channel rack. So if I wanted a new one, let's call it drums. This would be the drums. But if I clicked in another one, this is pattern 2, melody. I just spelt melody wrong, but oh well. And these two are different channel racks. Now they look the same because there's nothing inside them, but in here we get to make our melody, and in here we can make our drums and just build them. And then so when we play it in here in our song mode, it will play the two things together. And that's essentially what it is. The song mode is a big composition of all the channel racks and squished together. Alright, so let's move on. This is your little mixer channel. You essentially would then route your instruments and drums into here, and in here you are able to modify the volume with these faders. The fader is this. Reset that. Or input effect VSTs as opposed to generator VSTs. A generator VST is a VST that generates sound like a synth. Popular ones would be Nexus, Omnisphere, yada yada. Those are third-party VSTs. VSTs being virtual instruments or virtual sound pieces of technology. And then the effects VST would be like an EQ or a compressor. Essentially, it would be modifying the sound of a generator or a synth or a drum. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. And in your mixer, that's where we would be using that. So like here's an EQ. You cut the frequencies of the sound. That's all a little bit more complex, so we're not going to worry about that right now. But essentially, you'd route everything in here. This is your mixer, for those of you guys that know music technology. Then, this is right here is your browser. So you can actually browse for everything, meaning mixer presets, scores, plugins, and drums. But I usually use this area for just finding my drums. So if I clicked in my drum pattern and I pulled up the AT Sound Kit 2, for you guys to get high quality and some of the best drum kits and samples and sound kits, I would suggest you guys to go to audular.com, AUDULAR.com, Audular, and there's a whole bunch of like drum samples, drum kits from professional companies and professional publishers there, as well as going to beatit.at.com, where you could get my team's products and downloads there. But gonna be using one of my drum kits, the AT Sound Kit 2. Let's just grab a little trap clap. Now this is where you get to start designing your unique channel rack. Or since I double clicked my drum one, we're working in the drums. So I'm gonna just input these claps where I normally do the claps. We're gonna make something super basic for you all. Like, we're just trying to show you guys how to use FL Studio real quick. Drop in the hi-hat. So you can see the drums have sound and things coming in there, whereas the melody does not currently. So what does this sound like when you ask? Well, be sure if you want to play your pattern mode, which is your channel rack, you click that. If you want to play your song mode, you unclick it. But since we don't have anything in our melody, it's not going to play anything. I'm going to go ahead and pull down the volume on this hi-hat right there. Go get a kick. Make a little basic drum pattern. Pulling down that volume on that hi-hat a little bit more. So that gives us a really basic like drum roll melody. I'm gonna go ahead and also get a snap just for fun. Place it right there. So very basic drum loop right there. A cymbal, snap, kick, hi-hat, and clap. Gonna pull up our melody now. I'm gonna use Citrus, which is a default for FL Studio users. I'm using FL Studio 12.4, so there's a high chance that you all actually may not have this version, or you guys may have version 10, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's just mostly the layout that changes, as well as some features. But I'm gonna go to presets. I'm gonna go to let's go to piano, realistic. So another feature with FL Studio is a piano roll, and inside we can click here and build our melodies. Now piano roll has a lot of different tips, tricks, and little helpers that can help you build cohesive and strong melodies and chords, but we're just gonna play around and click in some stuff and see what we get. I don't know if we're gonna keep this. All I'm doing is holding Control A and then holding Shift. Well, I click Control A to select all, hold Shift, and I click and I drag. And it's pretty much like duplicates. So this is our melody. Very basic melody. All I did right there is pulling down the volume of the rack or channel, that specific channel. So I might go ahead and go up 1 octave because this is C. The root notes are the C's. So C5 is usually the standard note. I'm gonna go up to C6 or C7 range and start adding some other notes. And essentially, you could just click in like this. And this is a very, 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 very basic beat. When you guys watch our tutorials, and if you guys want to watch more tutorials, we cover a whole wide range of type beats. Like we have over 500 videos, like approaching 600. So I mean, like many of which are actually tutorials teaching you guys how to make Suicide Boys, Metro Boomin, Travis Scott, pop beats, how to mix and master, how to create your own melodies, how to make melodies from chords, how to make chords. Like we got a whole bunch of videos, and that's why I suggest you guys subscribing and checking out the content that we have, because what you're probably trying to achieve or look for is probably something we've already done. But yeah, so if I'm gonna play this. And essentially that would be, like, obviously you would add more, do change ups, add effects, mix and master it. But let's just say we were done. So I just like to do Control A, so we select everything, then go to File, Export. Then it gives you the options of how you want to export it. Most of you guys probably want to do MP3, WAV if you're going to do the track out, or you want a higher quality version, but it'll be a whole lot larger size. So let's just do MP3. Yeah, let's just save it. So you choose the destination where you want your file to go. I just went to my desktop. So then in here, normally everything will be kind of like hidden, and it just does this. But let's just click this. This is gonna tell you the quality, the bit rate of your MP3. You don't need it to be so high, like at 320. You can honestly take it down to like a 192 to 224, and then quality tells you the quality. I just kind of keep it like this, and then these other, it's probably smart to keep your split mixer tracks off, because that's essentially going to split all your mixing tracks. That's just for WAV files, so you don't need to worry about it if you're doing MP3. So then you do start. Done. Now your file has been processed and produced, and you got a finished beat. Now obviously this was a really quick run through, but this should give you guys the main fundamentals and understanding on how to work with FL Studio. Obviously you're going to want to watch more tutorials and do more, but in practice and get a wide variety of sounds. But all that can be achieved while watching tutorials and practicing along, and then going to websites like bitrate.com and Modular to get access to these high quality, vast libraries of sounds and drum kits. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Obviously, we're going to be doing a whole lot of tutorials, videos, going to be putting out a whole lot of content as always. So be sure to subscribe, comment, like. Let me know what you guys think. This is Andrew Pugh here of Beat It AT Production and Publishing, and I'll see you guys later.